So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Dani Olmo and Koundé. Araujo, Yamal. Kante did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Lewandowski nicked it back promptly. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Conte. Soboslai. There's a no-nonsense tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Neither side especially adventurous early on. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's lofted through here. Yamal goes steaming forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. De Jong! Rafinha puts a cross in. Van Dijk with the clearance. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Batistuta. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. It's Lewandowski!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he get on the end? And the shot! Oh, taken with style! Hakimi. And this is Lewandowski. Rafinha. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have our breakthrough. Lewandowski!
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Chooses to go crossfield. Threads one in. Dani Olmo! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Rafinha! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yamal. And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski finds himself offside. Looking for the run. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Tries to play it through, and the through ball. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Rafinha. And it's Hakimi. Chance here to counter. And it's Batistuta. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Dani Olmo does really well to win the... And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That gets things going for the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nice physical challenge. It's Lewandowski! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Goal! And this is getting better and better. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really...
And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's got away with one there. Corner number 2 then. Shoots! And again! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Lewandowski duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Yamal, Szoboszlai wins the duel this time. Now who's going to be first to this? Szoboszlai has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Camavinga, and they win it back again. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rafinha chooses to go back. Pedri! They've scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And back to the keeper they go. Koundé, played back to the goalkeeper. Balde, and Kubasi, Araujo, and he's forced to go back. Rafinha, out to the left it goes. Swings in across.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Pedri. Camavinga. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great vision. Picked out brilliant. He's had a shot! And it's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Looking for options for movement. Cross from Rafinha. Rafinha. Nicely aimed pass. It's just beyond his reach. Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Camavinga is the guilty party there. And it's De Jong. Lovely bit of skill. Conte. Batistuta. Szoboszlai. Araujo cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the pass is intercepted. Lewandowski. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Balde. De Jong. And it's Koundé.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Balde. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Barcelona have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible.
Chance for a shot! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and
Isaac! Goal! Milan!
yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Davis. Beckham. Van Basten. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
No, that's been intercepted. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Stojkovic. Van Basten. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Stojkovic. Beckham. It's Davis.
Such good technique.
Picked up, and Beckham! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time.
And he's had a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he was quick to react. And it's Szoboszlai. Rafinha. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now, can they get him away? Beckham. Messi. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Aimed in towards the centre.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Caresses it through. Brilliantly cut out. Isaac! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Dumfries. Looking for options for movement. Chooses to go back. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
That is ended up in no man's land. Szoboszlai. And they can counter here. A probing pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Davis. Davis goes on a run down the left wing. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Great chance! Beckham. Messi. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Knocks it into space. That's Rijkaard. Rafinha. He's through here. And this is Batistuta. And it's made its way to him. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Rafinha! Davis is strong enough. Cannavaro. Camavinga. And it's Soboslai. Looking to play him in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's picked his way through. Opts to play it back. And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Milan get the second half going. Batistuta. Great vision. Oh, that's a fine interception. Davis. Beckham. Messi. Dumfries. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Isak, he's had a shot! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And now he has two. Milan go into the lead. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Ibra. Can he finish? Sticks it away. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's got away. Incoming delivery. Corner number 2 then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Guardiola looking to play it into the box. Isaac! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their third corner. Costa Curta clears it away. This looks... Isaac! So their fourth corner of the game. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Driving through the middle. Rafinha has created... Shoots! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan get themselves into the lead. And here's Van Basten. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Well, and Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Oh, taken with style. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20, Beckham. El dorsal 7,
Yaya Toure.
El dorsal 10.
Almost
Messi.
75 minutes on the clock now.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal
That is Conte. Mbappe receives it in a wide position.
Ribery. El dorsal 14.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Mendieta, and he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Great chance here from position A1.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Mendieta! And he can clear it away. That's an excellent interception. Played into space. Toure makes the interception. Conte. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Davis, looking to go deep. Van Dijk tries to clear. Tries a measured ball. A header! And that's a real chance missed.
Mbappe fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Dumfries, searching pass he's played there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mendieta. Mendieta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Deep cross. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing, because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. Can he get it through? Tries a shot! Mendieta. Rijkaard. for Conte. Mbappe. And this is Ibrahimovic. Is there a... takes a shot!
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Mendieta. Lovely passing. He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mendieta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one. Mendieta plays it short. Messi. Now he's got space here. And that's that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Adams, his is the name on everybody's lips. Hardly a surprise when you're making your 500th appearance. Quite something, Jim Beglin.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter. And I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that has left him in a heap. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Oh, he's burst through. He's on a charge, but he's on his own. Just the keeper's a chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's a promising position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Szoboszlai. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Havertz. Now it's Maddison. Vinicius Junior tries to play it through, and that has been cut short. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Szoboszlai. Can he get on the end of this? Isak! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it out wide. Camavinga. Isak. Maddison. Now it's Xerxes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And smartly reclaimed. Rafinha. Batistuta. Verbruggen gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And here's Isak. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well read, nice interception. Hakimi. And Rafinha. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Isak. Delivered in. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And it's Szoboszlai. Isak looking to get on the end of this. And that has put paid to that. He's had a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Sticks it away. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Looking to play him in. Conte, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rafinha, now that looks a decent ball. And he's onside, tries a shot! Camavinga. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for options for movement. Llorente. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Llorente. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got away.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a sharp pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a shade optimistic. And he welcomes it in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Spread neatly. Soboslai is onto this. Verbruggen claims it without any fuss. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's managed to get free. And that's a dangerous ball. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now here's the delivery. There's the whistle for half-time. How's that compared with your expectation?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Rice. De Ligt. To Havertz. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Havertz. And it's Camavinga. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking here to chip it through. And he plays one through. That's the keeper's ball. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Xerxes. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, there's a probing ball. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Milan with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely spread. Rice looks to the other side. Havertz. Now it's Llorente. Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Xerxes is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
El dorsal 3. El dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos por
Soboslai.
el dorsal 13.
That's good play.
35.
Now it's
El
Camavinga.
dorsal 31. El dorsal
Drives it
9.
in.
Cambio de jugadores.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Vinicius Junior. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafinha. Quality ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that could set him on his way. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid making consecutive changes here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Danger averted for now. No, he's not getting his way this time. It's Park Ji-sung. And Park Ji-sung! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their second corner now. Header! In he goes again! Relentless! Just relentless! And just like that, he's into double figures now. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's having a shot! He scores! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Rafinha. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Chance, surely! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Modric. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now, this could be a chance. Vinicius Junior!
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
4 extra minutes added on. To threat. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Decent chance! Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's just beyond his reach. Vinicius Junior. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running...